in Mayfair, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think people... Are you recording this, or is this... Oh, I think people should see, I'd like people to see my clothes and to see, I mean, I think they would bring joy. Hi, my name's Debbie, and I've been collecting clothes since I was 14, which is sadly a very long time ago, and I have never stopped. A big believer in the spark of joy, so I would not have anything unless for that moment in time I would get a spark of joy. And I love damage as well. So anything, people and clothes, and things, anything that is damaged, I cannot bear perfection. I deplore it. I was always with horses, so there was kind of a uniform that you wore all the time, and I was dancing. So of course I think the costume side, the theatrical side of my style was being fed. I think Vivienne Westwood at the beginning, when she was very much into punk, I was an amazing punk.
Did you ever meet Viv?
Yeah, met her. Well, my dad knocked her off the bike as well, but didn't say it was her, but it was her. It was her. It was terrible. Albert Bridge, some years ago. And then, of course, my hero is Alexander McQueen.
How many times did you go to the McQueen exhibition?
About 36. Stylish. I mean, to me, stylish, I would always love to wear Ralph Lauren or something, that American sort of preppy. But I look absolutely ridiculous in it. I look like something from the circus. But you look and you yearn and you think, oh, if only I could have been like that. You know it would never have happened. But now I think clothes are kind of owning me a little bit. I've just moved a lot on to charity. I had a warehouse brought back from Brighton and I moved them on. Yeah, I do move on, but that's the first time in my life that I've moved that crowd on.
Traumatic?
Traumatic, yeah, very much so. I had to sit down sometimes. Now I look like a hoarder. This has made me quite upset because I can't get to everything, but nevertheless, I can get to some things. Yeah, which I think, but it's only a hoarder because I haven't got the space.
Well, so hypothetical, we buy you a house that's got 10 spare bedrooms in it.
That's what I need. I'm looking at houses that have got 6 bedrooms in Torquay, but I don't know if I want to go there. It's a 1940s coat, but it's one of the only things that remained out of when I cleared out the warehouse. And I actually put it in a bin because I thought the moth had it, and then I couldn't. This is quite an interesting dress. This came out as well of the thing. This is by David Fielden and I'm a great fan of his. I've always loved a bow. I think it just speaks. A bow is good.
What about a bow tie?
A bow tie? No. But I can't play with them. I'm still a child, you see, so I can't play with my clothes like this. I bought this at a boot fair.
A boot fair?
Yeah. Nobody wanted it, and I thought it was a petticoat. So
did I.
How stupid I feel standing here on a Monday. McQueen under there. There's loads of McQueen in here, but a lot of it is packed away. There's something happening. I've always liked the villain. Always.
I mean, did you get taught how to walk in heels?
No. I just always worn heels. I directed The Wizard of Oz at one time and loved every minute of it, and I found this jacket which I think it's got the yellow brick road on the back, and I think I'm consistently following it. And this jacket is not McQueen, but I bought it because it has a net and it has a McQueen feel. A great believer in texture. So you've got this plastic feel with this mesh, and then underneath will be the wool. That is a recent one. It's very expensive, but you have to do these things occasionally.
It is so many clothes.
It is so many, but they're all extraordinary. There's no sort of like Marks and Spencers in the middle of them. Careful with leather because of being a vegan, so I have fake leather. Except that I do think these Vivienne Westwood shoes are leather, but I'm pretending they're not.
Okay.
That makes me look like a complete charlatan, doesn't it? I will never step back from that, whether they're male or female. I will just say, you look so amazing. Because people don't do that.
They don't to you?
They do in certain places. They do in an artistic environment, and they will in Chelsea and Notting Hill. That's all fine. But when you move away from there, oh no, you're kind of a sort of freak show in your own way. If it looks right creased, but not everything does look right creased.
No.
And I'm not against creasing, but
no, it's still, I think, my main rebellion to my dad to have very creased linen shirts. Still, I'm not over. I'm 25.
No, you'll never get over it. You'll be 65 and still exactly the same.
So who are you rebelling against now then?
I've always rebelled. I've rebelled against everything all the time in my own quiet way.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, my face is going to be a bit tense for a good 10 minutes.
Right.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I wear clothes and yeah, I kind of hoard them and I've kept them over the years.
Do you remember the first thing you ever bought?
Oh, bloody hell, no. I mean, first thing I ever bought.
What was in like a first great purchase where you thought, I'm onto a winner?
Okay, now I do remember being like, I would have been 10 because the classroom I remember having this conversation in. But, and like my mum would have helped me buy it, probs. But it was like multicoloured, I think it was from France. And it was like knee-length leggings, trousery things, with like a skirt over the top, and it was multicoloured. And I remember the kids at school being like, what is that? That's really weird, why would you wear skirts and trousers at the same time? But I just thought it was awesome. Kind of reclaiming being a bit strange and odd and like, because I think like I kind of have that as a person anyway, like because of the like my brain working like that, and so like if you're a bit weird, you might as well just like go all the way. It's also fun. It's like getting dressed is fun when you're wearing interesting things and trying to make it work.
Have you always done that?
Yeah, I read a book recently called The Well of Loneliness, which is like a very gay book, and it's about like someone who realises they're gay in like 1890 time, a girl, and she grows up and she like idolises Nelson in that, and she like dresses up as like a young Nelson and runs around in like cut trousers and rides horses and like fights with swords. And I kind of remember doing that, but with The Artful Dodger and Oliver Twist, and and there's lots of pictures of me at like fancy dress in like suits and bowler hats. This outfit needs a tie, and I don't have one right now, so these are a pair of tights, so it's not ideal, but yeah.
Fool me.
Because this isn't actually the jacket I should be wearing with it, which is frustrating. The other jacket, generally I'd want to wear something that was more tailored and like cut, because like this, the benefit of this waistcoat is I think it's like a toddler's for a wedding because of the way it's elasticated at the back. And again, finding like men's shirts that fit is really difficult.
Why is that?
Just because like women are smaller. This I think is something that I've not taken from anywhere else. This is just, I think this is something that is just like, this is what I enjoy wearing, and if I'm feeling like very like and wanting to not assimilate, I guess this is the kind of thing I'd wear. Oh, no, it's not drag, but like there is like something performative definitely about dressing like that. It's also like the closest thing I think I draw it to is like the Coco Chanel kind of way of her deliberately reclaiming male clothing as feminine, I guess. But what's interesting about it is like the way it makes me feel, and on certain days I'll be like, yeah, I want to do this, and other days I'll be like, I'll be doing it, and I'm like, I don't like it, it doesn't feel right, it feels too male.
How many tailcoats do you own?
3. Some of my hats I really, really like.
Because you've got a few.
I've got a few. I think I counted, I think I've got 12. The other one is like the hat that my ex-boyfriend gave me, which is felt and it's a Lock and Co, and it's dark grey, and it rolls up and goes in your pocket and unrolls, and it's a fedora. And that is free. It was free, but I know it's like £300-400 worth of hat. So like, yeah, that's the big one. Friends will be like, oh, I like what you're wearing. They said it a lot with that dress, the new dress. There was a guy who came up to me in Bristol once.
Do you ever go up to other people?
I'm not really confident enough. I think it a lot. These are my trainers. I ripped this toe in Lisbon. So these are some harem trousers. I have some of my own. These are Alex's, but I prefer them. This is a scarf that I took from a family friend of mine who every time she sees it is like, can I have my scarf back? And I say no. We're talking about like wearing fun and crazy loud clothes. This kind of fills that bracket.
Doesn't it just?
Yeah, I think it's also quite awful. This is an outfit I wore for one of my birthday parties once, where the theme was dressed like Hannah. I think gone are the days where I'd wear this on a regular basis. I like to my ex-boyfriend very stylish in the fact that like, it's very simple, but like clearly very good clothing. If someone is in very simple but well-made clothes, that's really, I think, the pinnacle. This is over the top and silly. This is like, look at me. They're not good clothes. Good clothes are like quiet and well cut and muted colours. Looking for some trousers at the moment, you know, some well-cut trousers, really hard to get. Like, I'm not feeling the skinny jeans-idness. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable in this outfit at the moment. Like, I'm not really feeling the skinny jean.
Are you done with it? Is the world done with it?
Maybe the world's done with it, I don't know. It's just also like, I was looking at myself in the mirror, it's just like my legs are on show, aren't they? That's the whole of your leg. You're just like bearing it.
I love skinny jeans.
Do you think you'll ever have enough clothes?
I mean, no, because like fashion changes and no, not really. I definitely already have too much clothes.